Anyway, the next big thing on the program, they did another package on Cody, the surgery, the rehab, the physical therapy. This is so good. It's a network sports show. It's Wide World of Sports on Sunday afternoon for those of that generation. It's something that of the NBA or the NFL or something would put together on a fucking guy that was injured on the field or on the court or whatever and is coming back and is a human interest thing. And now with Brandy, we knew we'd see her sooner or later, but it fits because it's his wife talking about his surgery and his recovery. She wasn't out of place. And finally, you know, the dramatic music, and he's training in the gym, and they show the difference between the bruise and the discoloration, and now the scar from the surgery, but blah, 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 and big news, and they need this. He's back at the Royal Rumble. And
that's what we said would happen when he got hurt.
Yeah. And that obviously was because it wasn't that hard to figure out. It's not like some of the better prognostications you've been doing lately. That's simple wrestling. If an injury of that type, approximately that length, let's hope he's back at the Royal Rumble. But nobody can say, if you didn't like wrestling or you wanted to say wrestling was fake like everybody in the world, you can't say this is bullshit. That they've been able to turn this into, even though everybody knows it's a worked world, they've been able to turn this into the equivalent of if he was really injured in a shoot, because he was injured for a shoot, and they're telling a true story, the reason he came back, for the title, for the dream, blah, blah, blah. And nobody can say that any of it's bullshit because they've got everything, including the surgery, on video. So this is fantastic. And this will be another thing that should make a big difference for him. And the one thing we don't have to worry about, Vince is the one that started this. So if Vince is back, he's not going to fuck it up. So they got that going for him.
Because Vince doesn't fuck up any of the things that he puts his hands all over when it comes to the creative end of wrestling.
Well, no, but he was starting this. He obviously was on board with it to begin with because it was happening before he left. I'm not saying he wouldn't screw up something else that he wasn't in favor of.
My fear is, I think the stuff with Cody has been strong. Just talking about the last few video packages, people are ready to see him. If they build up a match at WrestleMania and he doesn't get the belt, it's Luger not getting the belt at this point. And that's what I'm afraid of. If they build up a match for him to go for the title at WrestleMania, if he wins the Rumble, he has to win the belt, I think.
I'm having a hard time finding a way to argue with you.
All right.
Then in that case, maybe Roman Reigns does beat The Rock on night one if that takes place. And then night two is Cody's.